Hi, I'm Nancy O'Neill. Today on Suncoast FYI, we preview the 14th Annual Humane Society Golf Tournament, the 12th Annual Minnesota 9/11's Remembrance Ride, and what's new at Cat Depot. All next on Suncoast FYI. The Laurel Oaks Country Club is the place to be on September 29th. It's the 14th Annual Humane Society Golf Tournament. Here with details is HSSC Marketing Manager Nalani Mancini. Welcome back.
Thank you, Nancy.
Long time, but it goes by quickly. It's another year, another golf tournament coming up.
Yes, we're excited.
Yeah.
So it is Saturday, September 29th at Laurel Oak Country Club.
And what time does it start?
7:30 a.m., so bright and early, got to be out there. And this is a wonderful course, a great country club. It is known as Sarasota's one of the most challenging courses, and you do have to be a member or a guest of a member to play. So this is a great opportunity to come out, see Laurel Oak's wonderful golf course, and support the Humane Society.
Yeah, and play a course that you can't typically play.
Exactly.
And a lot of golfers like to do that.
Exactly.
You know, their other courses get, and this here is a good way if they're interested in becoming a member.
Absolutely.
They can also talk to somebody about it at that point too. So it's a good cause.
Good cause and a good opportunity for a great course.
Okay. Now, sponsorships, in addition to possibly playing, are there sponsorships available?
Yes, so we are so thankful for Eldridge Body Shop. They have returned as our title sponsor for the second year.
Excellent.
So thank you, Eldridge. And we are definitely looking for more sponsors. This is a huge way that HSSC makes revenue, and we have sponsorships all the way from $150 all the way up to $3,000. So no matter your price point, whether you're a small business or a larger company, we definitely have something for you to really get involved in the tournament.
Now, what is the different sponsorship levels look like? Just overall a little bit.
So you can do something as big as a birdie sponsorship, and a birdie sponsorship is $3,000, and that will get you 2 teams of 4, so you get 8 players out on the course, and then a ton of marketing and company promotion for your business. So you are on our website, all of our event collateral, and we promote you for the entire year. You will be on our website.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so you get a whole year of a lot of really wonderful benefits and really getting in the eye and showing people your commitment to the area's premier no-kill shelter.
Okay, and at the beginning, what's the $150 look like?
So you can do a T-box sign. You can just put your company's logo out on a hole, or you can do a whole flag for $200. And those are some smaller price points for maybe a smaller business or an individual who's looking to promote themselves.
Help a little bit, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every dollar goes a very, very long way.
Now, what if you don't have a team of 4? Can you register individually, or do you have to come with 3 other people?
No, so you can register individually, and we will pair you with a team. So it is $150 to register as a single player. But if you do find some other players to join you on a team, then you will save some money. It will be $500 for a team of 4.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
That's a great deal. Okay, now, because it's a charity tournament, is it a competitive kind of atmosphere, or is it more, camaraderie kind of atmosphere?
So it is a fundraiser. We are out there for the animals. So there definitely is that camaraderie. We will have some challenge holes. You may come up to hole 7 and they may ask you, do you think you can beat the professional? So there will be really fun games along the way. But Laurel Oak is such a phenomenal golf course that it really does offer some of that competition for those golfers who are more experienced.
Okay, so now it's for 18 holes, obviously.
Yes.
Is there lunch included? Is that available in the wonderful dining room?
So lunch is included in the cost of your golf registration fee, and we will have a wonderful barbecue lunch. and there will be an awards, a ceremony, and a surprise video. So you will have to come out and see, and you can always join us for lunch as well.
Is it a blooper video of the day?
That would be excellent. We may have to look into that.
Okay, all right. Now, you're not a golfer. I try, but
I know.
What if you're not a golfer? How can our viewers help?
So if you're not a golfer, we actually are looking for Gatorade right now. You can stop by HSSC and drop off Gatorade at any time. Got to keep those players hydrated.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great way to get involved.
Yes. Yeah. So small things like that, in-kind donations. If you don't want to be involved in the golf tournament at all, you can always go to our website. We have a wish list of most needed items, and we always encourage you to come out, volunteer, and just be part of HSSC.
Yeah. You do such a wonderful job out there. Now, how many dogs, cats, animals have you rescued so far this year, Nalani?
Wow, this year we are at actually 104% of our goal for dogs and 126 of our goal for cats.
Oh my gosh.
So cat adoptions have been high, and we are reaching close to 800 animals adopted this year.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you, Nancy.
Nice seeing you.
You too.
Coming up next on Suncoast FYI, a remembrance ride in honor of the victims of 9/11. We'll be right back. The Suncoast is preparing to ride in honor of the victims of the 9/11 attacks. To talk about the 12th annual Minnesota 9/11's Remembrance Ride is the organizer, Esther Holt. 12 years.
Yeah, that we've been doing this. It's been a lot longer since that day.
Well, tell us about your event and what you have that you brought to this personally.
So Rory McConnell and I have been organizing this ride. This will be our 12th one. They used to have a very large ride in Brandon, and when they stopped doing it there, we decided that we can't just stop getting together and making people remember the ride. So he and myself and another man,
Do that again. Sure, go ahead.
So he and I and another co-organizer who's moved out of the area got together, and we started doing this ride. And the first one we set up 2 weeks in advance, and we got about 300 bikers together.
Wow.
And we just made a route, and we rode really, really slowly, and we put flags on our bikes, and we just wanted to make people stop and remember the day. That was 12 years ago. And now people have been coming for all this time. We actually have people that have rode every single one. There's one person that rode every single one, because last year we had to cancel. But Rory and one other man did it last year, which is why we can call it 12th annual.
Okay.
And of course last year was the hurricane.
Yes, oh my God.
So that's the only reason we had to cancel. But they did it anyway. So this is 12. And we just want people to know. Almost 3,000 people died, and we can't let people forget that, even though we're all the way here in Florida.
No, no one will ever forget, but it's good to bring it to the forefront of their minds again, because just a traumatic day to remember. What connection do you and Rory have to this event personally?
I worked in the World Trade Center way back in the 80s, and Rory was one of the first responders afterwards. Rory was he worked over at the church and provided first aid and support for those that were digging on the pile. We are both from that area. We're both from the Hudson Valley. I not only lived in Monroe, but I also lived in Rockaway, where over 200 people died from Rockaway. And in the Hudson Valley, it was like 198 people from the Hudson Valley. And we lost a lot of people we knew. I lost 38 people I knew in one day. And so that's where our heart is. And so we get a bunch of bikers together and make a lot of noise and make people stop and remember.
Yeah, you were saying that when one of the rides that people were angry at first when they were like, what are all these bikers doing? And you made them stop and realize why.
We make them stop. When you have 600 or 800 motorcycles
And that's what it's up to now.
That's usually what shows up on a weekend. During the week.
Yeah.
On a weekend, it can be over 1,000 motorcycles.
My gosh.
The most we had was on the 10th anniversary, and we had. They did a count. There was 5,000 people either along the route or on the motorcycles. We had, I think, 1,500 motorcycles. It was crazy. But we've had 600 motorcycles in the rain on like a Thursday.
So you've had a tremendous response. Now, where does the ride start and where does it end?
This year it starts over at the Ramada Inn on 41. The restaurant will be called Tarpon Cafe and Tiki Bar.
Okay.
Over at the Ramada, they have a big parking lot. We need real estate for 800 bikes.
Exactly.
And so we have lineup starting at 4 o'clock. And then, so get there early because there's always a mad dash at the end, and there will be food, there'll be drinks, water, anything you need.
Is it just motorcycles that can participate?
It's mostly motorcycles. We do have some three-wheelers, spiders, but it has to be street legal motorcycles. It's too dangerous to have cars in that. What we do say is if you have a car, you don't have a motorcycle, meet us at the end, which is over at Applebee's on University. In the beginning, we have a memorial. We'll have 3 wreaths. We talk about the day. We do the pledge and the national anthem and a moment of silence.
This is before you ride?
Right, before we ride over at the Ramada. And then we all get on our bikes and let's roll. And then we have a route that weaves around, goes past some of the beams from the World Trade Center at one of the fire departments. And then we end up at Applebee's where we will be having a live band. Nobody's Fool will be playing. We have vendors and it's a big after party.
I saw the video from a previous event and it looks like, yes, you were all there and one voice, remembering.
It's a free ride. Everybody come. And if you can't ride, come meet us at the end. It's an amazing event.
Great. Well, God bless you for doing this and for helping us remember that tragic day in our history.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Suncoast FYI, it's kitten season at Cat Depot. We'll be right back. Cat Depot has a new community cat program and their Golf Classic is coming up. With everything new happening at Cat Depot, we're joined by Shelter Admissions and Programs Manager Cody Carlson and Events and Development Manager Hillary King. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hi. And who's this?
This is Sanka.
Sanka. Oh my
She's a little
God.
kitten with what's called cerebellar hyperplasia, a CH or wobbly kitten syndrome for short. She has a fairly mild case, but so she's a happy kitten.
Is it treatable?
It's not treatable, but they can easily live a long, happy life with it.
Okay.
It basically just affects muscle coordination, so she wobbles.
She wobbles a little bit, and she just needs all this little extra TLC here
Yeah.
that Hillary's giving her. I love
Yes.
it.
She's a
She
mush.
gets a lot of that. She definitely gets a lot of that.
What a sweetheart. Okay, so what's a community cat? Would she be considered a community cat?
She originally was, so she was born outside. Community cats are any outdoor cats living in our community. They can be friendly strays, they can be newborn kittens, or they can be true feral cats.
Okay.
Cat Depot, the new program that we have, the community cat program, we also do what we call TNR, which is trap, neuter, return, or TNVR, trap, neuter, vaccinate, return, because we make sure that all the cats that come in are vaccinated against rabies and other communicable diseases. And basically we are doing a launch of our program. It's $10 to bring in any community cat, so any outdoor cat, friendly or feral, to get them neutered or spayed in the case of a female, and get them vaccinated. They get an ear tip, which signifies that they've been spayed or neutered.
Yes, the
seen
last
that?
cat that we had in, they had their, and I was wondering, I thought maybe they got in a fight or something.
Yeah.
And you explained that was how you could tell. So people will know, obviously, if they see a cat, that's what the clue is, that it's been
Yep.
taken care of.
Yep, absolutely.
So how does one catch, if it's not a friendly cat, what if it is a feral cat? Who does that?
Well, we do have our TNVR coordinator, her name's Jo Fogarty. She can walk anybody through the process. So we do have traps available for rent at Cat Depot. It's no charge to rent the traps.
Right.
So people come in, we show them how to use the traps, how to set them up, give them the advice on how to catch the cat, and once they schedule their appointment, they just bring them in for surgery.
Wonderful. Now, the veterinarians, everybody is there at Cat Depot for a specific time? I mean, when is this taking place?
So right now we're typically doing our TNVR surgeries every other Monday, but we are flexible in our availability, so it's best just to call the clinic and make an appointment with them.
Okay. And what role are you working with the Sarasota Community Animal Services?
So Sarasota County Animal Services is the go-to for most people in the county. So a lot of animals are taken there, strays, ferals, things like that. And Cat Depot has taken on the responsibility for pulling the feral cats from Animal Services and putting them through the TNVR program so that they can be returned to where they came from or relocated. It's extremely important because we don't want them to be euthanized unnecessarily, and unfortunately sometimes that happens. But honestly, the last few months, Animal Services and Cat Depot together have done a great job. The numbers for euthanasia in the county have dropped significantly, so this program's making a huge impact.
Yeah, that makes a big difference when you get involved with the community too.
Absolutely.
Now, Hillary, how did you become involved with Cat Depot?
I'm actually fairly new, though it feels like I've been there a long time. Everybody's so friendly and wonderful. I started about a month and a half ago. I saw the job opening and jumped on it because I absolutely love cats.
Well, that helps, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It definitely does help. So I'm just coming over to do the events and donor relation.
Okay. All right. So community, how can we help our community cats? That's what the event is about that's coming up. So what can we do?
Absolutely. Well, everybody can participate in the TNVR process. So every community has community cats, and we're trying to make this a public knowledge issue that we want everybody to participate. If you see a cat in your community, you can be the one to help it.
All right.
So that's what we're just asking people to get involved, and the Golf Classic can help.
Yes, definitely. We have a golf tournament coming up at the Ritz-Carlton on October the 15th. All the proceeds that we raise will go back to our wonderful programs that we're starting up. And then we have our reduced adoption coming up October the 6th and the 7th. It's $20 to adopt a cat or a kitten.
Okay, and what does that include, Hillary?
That they're spayed, neutered, and all their vaccines.
Okay.
Yes, are up to date.
All right. A little bit more about the golf. How can people get involved with the golf tournament?
They can go to our www.catdepot.org and go under events, and then you will see, if you click on that it'll say the golf tournament, and it'll prompt you right there to register.
Okay.
Yes,
do you need
or sponsor.
Sponsors.
We do need sponsors.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is included in your sponsor program?
They're all different levels, and some of them, come with golf included and a bunch of extra stuff. Okay. But the whole sponsorship sheet is on the website.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Great. Well, thank you both for being here and for bringing this little sweetheart with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right after the break, we'll take a look at a few events happening across the Suncoast. Let's take a look at a few things happening this weekend on the Suncoast. This Monday is the first annual Labor Day party in the park. The event is free and runs from 10 to 5 p.m. at the Bay Gardens Park and Rec Center in Bradenton. And celebrate Beach Club's 71st anniversary party this Saturday on Siesta Key. The party kicks off at 2 p.m. and runs till 2 a.m. If you would like to promote your community event on Suncoast FYI, we would love to hear from you. This is a complimentary service. Please call our producer, Robert Pandolfino, at 941-361-4616. To view previous episodes, go to snntv.com under Programming. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.